Good afternoon, everybody. Or is it still morning? I'd like to thank you and welcome everybody to the Condon Pool celebration. It's been a long time waiting. My name is Kathy Davis, and I've worked for BCYF Community Centers for 42 years in the neighborhood, servicing youth and families throughout the South Boston neighborhood. I want to get this really quick. I want to say how excited our kids and youth and teens are last week when we opened the pool for the first time. And the excitement in their eyes was very heartwarming. Between Boston Public Schools and community centers, we're very, very excited to get our programming up and running again. There is a pool schedule available after this ceremony here when we go outdoors. We'll have a pool schedule for the summer only. Right now, I'd like to introduce the Commissioner of BCYF, Marta Rivera. Thank you.
Did you say still morning? Okay, buenos dias. Good morning. I'm Marta Rivera. I'm the Commissioner of BCYF. First, I want to ask the kids, ¿están disfrutando la piscina? Yeah? ¿Todos contentos? Alegre tenerla. Thank you. So just want to ask if they were happy to have their pool and have enjoyed it. So I realized that the only thing standing between enjoying the rest of this time at the pool is those of us up here. So I'm going to be quick. Again, I'm the BCYF Commissioner, and we work in partnership with the Boston Public Schools at this facility here at the Condon to provide programming, as Kathy said, for all the families. We operate the pool, provide swim lessons, and other aquatics programming. And we are so grateful to the partnership and Superintendent for her investment and her facilities team working in partnership with our aquatics team to get this pool back online, and more importantly, to get it staffed. So I want to thank our lifeguards here today. As you all know, it is not easy staffing pools these days, but we have made significant investments and efforts, not just in the facilities themselves, but in the recruitment and training of our lifeguards to be able to staff them and ensure that they are open as long as we can keep them open, so that our kids can enjoy them. So at this time, I'm going to, one more person, of course, that we could not have had this happen without the investment and commitment of our mayor, Mayor Michelle Wu. And yes. It is without a doubt that our mayor has made unprecedented investments in our facilities, not just the pools, but in our facilities. We have many buildings that had gone a long time without the care and attention and renovations that they needed, and this administration has made it a priority, and for that we are grateful. Our kids deserve these facilities, not just to be open, but to be beautiful, to be operable, to be here for the generations to come. And so those investments are important. So again, I want to thank Mary Skipper, the mayor, and at this time, speaking of BPS, I want to introduce the Condon School Principal, Principal Gregory.
All right, good morning. Good morning. I am just elated and extremely grateful for this opportunity to create opportunities for our students to be able to swim, to learn how to swim, and to have a space to be safe during the summer. So one, I want to thank Councilman Flynn, Councilman Murphy, and Mayor Wu for all of the work that you have done to open up this pool. Shout out to the Condon Huskies. Thank you. Sorry. I would like to introduce Jose Masso, Chief of Human Services.
Good morning, South Boston. Thank you so much for that introduction. Again, my name is Jose Masso, and I am the Chief of Human Services here at the City of Boston. It's my pleasure to be here this morning with Kathy, Barbara, the Condon community, and with our special guests, Mayor Wu and Baby Mira, to celebrate the reopening of this pool. Since I started in this role, it's been a joy to partner with Mayor Wu, Chief Irish, Commissioner Rivera, and the team at Boston Public Schools as we work to bring more and more of our pools online. The work is not easy, and oftentimes the path is not linear. Despite all the challenges, I am so grateful to this team and for the leadership of Mayor Wu. As Commissioner mentioned, Mayor Wu not only made pool repair a goal of this administration, she has also backed up this goal with city resources. Thanks to her leadership, the city has invested close to $55 million and successfully leveraged billions of dollars in state investments as well. Because of this investment, I am proud to say that we are making real progress. Today, we will have more pools open than we've had at any other time in this past decade, and we are still working. Pools are one part of the city's swim safe strategy, which is aimed at improving water safety in Boston. In addition to increasing access to pools and beaches, we have also provided free lessons to over 8,000 Boston youth in partnership with other aquatics providers like the YMCA and the Boys and Girls Clubs. And we are investing in our lifeguard teams by offering more competitive wages and bonus packages to attract the best talent. For the second year in a row, we have enough lifeguards to keep all of our pools open and operating safely for our residents. And as Commissioner said, please give them another round of applause for keeping us safe every day. Now, like I said, we're still working to make sure everyone can stay safe in the water. We're excited to be working with the team at BCYF to make aquatics more accessible for families, including those with disabilities. We are looking forward to getting in the water today and encouraging you to join us at your neighborhood pool. It's a great way to cool off, get some exercise, and spend time with your family. And with that, I will hand it over to our leader, our swim team captain, the Honorable Mayor Michelle Wu. Thank you all.
Thank you and good morning, everyone. Another round of applause for Chief Jose Masso, Commissioner Martha Rivera, Principal Gregory, Kathy Davis. I want to thank everyone who's made it possible for us to be here today. The Condon Pool is a community treasure. We know and we've heard from the advocacy from so many community members, from our elected officials, from each of the partners standing here, City Councilor Ed Flynn, City Councilor Aaron Murphy, State Representative David Beal, and of course, City Council President Ruthie Louijen, who's been helping us think about our pools across the entire city. Thank you to Kathy Davis also for more than 40 years of taking care of the Condon and all of this site. She says, don't talk about her. And Principal Gregory, it is summer, but you're still here, and we're so thankful for all that you do. Most of all, to our students and our swimmers, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining us to kick off the summer in a really great way. We had, yes, shout out to all the students. This particular pool had to get a little bit of a makeover. We needed a whole new liner, we needed a whole new filtration system, and we also installed a state-of-the-art chairlift to make it accessible for all of our families. But I want to just take a second before I hand it off to my colleagues in elected office to just give you a little bit of a look under the hood of just how much went into that. Not only was it repairs about this particular pool that was needed, there were repairs across so many of the pools in the entire city. And so with this pool and all of our pools, we realized when we came into office that for many decades there have been Band-Aids put on, and it was for good reason, because pools are so important. So even to close them for a little bit is such a huge loss for the community. And especially as Boston is getting hotter and hotter, we need to have more options. But sometimes you have to do it right in order for the impact to be lasting. And so of the 22 city pools that we have in the city, there's also 4 state pools that we're very grateful for, but of the 22 city pools in the city, by the end of this year, our administration will have renovated 12 of them. So more than half of the pools needed some kind of repairs or even a complete overhaul to keep them safe, healthy, and beautiful. These pools are in addition to 80 splash pads around the city. So if you go to playgrounds, there'll be a little water feature, a sprinkler, push a button, the water will spray out. We know that all of these are important. Of the 80 splash pads, 12 of them were built or completely renovated under our administration as well. To make this possible, we had to think differently about how we fund this. Of course, we needed to dedicate city funds to this, and we're so grateful for the partnership with the City Council and making sure that those capital dollars would be put to good use. But we also wanted to do them faster. So for the first time ever, the city now has a standing pool maintenance contract, knowing that we're not going to wait until the water starts to look a funny color or something pops up that doesn't seem right. there's always going to be needed repairs on an ongoing basis, so let's do them as we go rather than waiting for things to be so broken that they need to be fixed up from the ground up again. So we are trying to do everything that we can. By the end of this calendar year, there will be just 2 pools left that need major repairs in the city's pools. Those are tied to larger building projects. And one other thing I want to mention is that this is also because we've thought differently and more collaboratively about how we even do this work. Some of these pools are BCYF-owned pools. Some of them, like the Condon, are actually BPS-owned pools because they're attached to a school complex. And that had made it difficult of who was going to actually do the work. The city side, BCYF side, the BPS side. We said, forget all of the questions about who it is. We're all one team, and we're going to figure out how to make it and get it done together. So, now, once the pools are done, we also need the most amazing staff and team to help keep them open. As you heard, many cities around the country have been struggling because we have not had enough lifeguards. And in Boston, for many years, pools had to be closed only because we didn't have enough lifeguards who were qualified, trained, and ready to go. So with an overhaul of that program, a monumental outreach effort, and stepping up by so many of our most talented and brilliant team members across the city, thank you to all of our lifeguards for keeping our pools fully staffed so they can all be open. And then just finally a word about safety. We've been through now heat wave, a very intense heat wave already just from the start of the summer here in Boston. We know that pools are a critical way. The pools, the splash pads, any water features are needed in Boston for families to have somewhere safe where they can still have fun over the summer and throughout the year in the indoor pools. But swim lessons are critical. They're a key driver of safety for our children. And when you look at the research, the most common factor for why a child might not have had swim lessons is that mom and dad or their parents might never have had swim lessons themselves. And so we've approached this as a whole family, multi-generational program. And our Swim Safe program is available to families throughout the city. As you heard, 8,000 free swim lessons given already through our community partners. We're going to keep going because as a coastal city, as a city where we want our kids and our families to have every opportunity, this is not just nice to have, this is absolutely must have, that every neighborhood will have resources like this. So thank you for making this possible. Can't wait to get in the water. I'm not sure how Mira's going to react. It's her first time taking a dip. And thank you to everyone here for joining us. So now I'd like to pass it over to our City Council President, Ruth C. Lujan.
Thank you, Mayor. The kids are waiting to get in the pool. I won't talk long. I just want to thank you, Mayor, for your leadership on this issue and in making sure that all of our pools are open for our young people. I want to thank Chief Masso and Commissioner Rivera for all of the work that you do, my colleagues for their advocacy, our collective advocacy. I know I spent Valentine's Day with South Boston, Boricuas en Acción, and Mercy advocating, when is the pool going to be open? When is the pool going to be open? I want to thank Commissioner and the Chief for being so responsive. It really takes all of us together. I did not have a pool like this growing up, which is why someone needs to give me swim lessons, but it's so important that we have these so that our young kids, as young as Mira, learn how to swim, so it's an important life skill. So just a happy day to be here. Thank you to Kathy, to Barbara, to people I've met, to new residents like Tanisa, who are going to be making use of this pool. This pool is for everyone. Thank you. I would like to call up Councillor Ed Flynn. Councillor Ed Flynn, you have the floor.
Thank you. I'm honored to represent this neighborhood. In fact, I live on the same street as the Condon, one street off on F Street. I want to say thank you to Kathy and to Barbara and to the entire team here at the Condon for the incredible work that you do every day. I also want to say thank you to the school principal for providing positive leadership and working with me. And actually, Councilor Erin Murphy really pushed this as well to open the pool. So I want to say thank you to Councilor Murphy as well. And my final 2 points, what's important is that every pool in the city be open. And that should be our priority. This took us 2.5 years, but we never gave up on the residents of South Boston. This is a community right in the heart of public housing. Every young person deserves swim lessons, especially kids of color. the highest percentage of people drowning are young kids of color. We need to do more to ensure every kid has access to free swimming lessons, and that is going to be my priority going forward because that's an issue I've been working on for the last 7 years. I'd like to introduce at this time City Councilor Erin Murphy. Thank you.
Thank you. Kids, are you ready to get back swimming? Yeah, so we'll be quick. Just grateful to be here, happy to see the beautiful pool, the renovation, the investment. We need to make sure we continue, which we've been doing, but continue to invest in our infrastructure. We can't let pools close, and we have to make sure that every neighborhood across the city has a pool. And it was great to see the kids swimming today. This pool will be full all summer when it's hot for our campers that are here. This morning when I pulled up, there's all the buses that pull up for ESY. The school is busy all year round. So also looking forward to advocating along with Councilor Flynn to make sure that we have the right staff so that our students come fall are swimming in this pool also. And so this pool, which will be used all year round, will be, yep, clap for that. Yeah. So congratulations, South Boston. Your pool is back open and enjoy it. I will pass it off to your state representative, David Beal.
Thank you, Councilor Murphy. Good morning, everyone. I will be brief so we can enjoy the pool. I just want to thank the City of Boston for their investments here at the Condon Pool. These investments are in not just the neighborhood, they're investments in our families, our children, and our residents. As Councilor Flynn mentioned, I also live right up the street and heard from neighbors about the need for investments in this pool to make sure it's open and available, especially on days like today in the summer we're having with the heat waves. So I just want to thank again the city for their leadership. Mayor Wu, thank you for your investments. To our partners on the council, my friend and neighbor, Councilor Flynn, Councilor Murphy, Councilor Louisiane, thank you for your advocacy to make this day possible. And I just want to thank the BCYF and BPS staffs who do a great job with our community centers year round in making sure that programming is available, accessible, and safe for our children. So enjoy the pool and have a great day, everybody. Thank you.